Alright, good morning everyone. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. We had some technical issues, so we were not able to complete the stream, so we'll have to start it again. So again, I just need to give my introduction. My name is Ravi and I work as a salesperson, business development advisor in Odoo India office. And I'll be presenting you today's webinar, and we're going to discuss Odoo document and the sign application. We have already gone through the Odoo introduction in the previous video. I'll not go into detail. I'll just give you the brief introduction how Odoo was started. So in 2007 Odoo was founded by our director, it's Mr. Fabian, who is the CEO of Odoo. And now at present we have expanded the business in the all over the globe. So we have more than 4.5 million users who is using the Odoo, and we have more than 2550 partners who are the official Odoo partners across the globe. So this is just for information, like we have 11 offices across the globe, and the Odoo India office is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. We have our presence in more than 176 countries. So let's see how that's a report which shows that only 40% of the employee time spent are on their core function, and rest of the 60% is been wasted on the administrative tasks, the emails, the meetings, and we'll see how we can minimize those 60% and we can utilize it in our core function. So main concept of Odoo is to have a single application to manage all your verticals or your business requirement rather than using a multiple software, because it's very difficult to access and you need the separate training for each and every software. We don't want you to use various software for various verticals like accounting, sales, marketing. So Odoo has basically all the modules, being from your sales, your service industry, if you are from manufacturing industry, e-commerce, then finance. So Odoo is also a customizable tool. So we have the studio application where you can use it and you can customize the applications. So Odoo is managed to position itself in the market, like we have a very user friendly interface, and we also cover the wide business scope as it is shown in the graph. So what Odoo has managed to do, like traditional ERP are more focused in the accounting part, where they drive the business, drive the verticals from accounting. But the modern challenges you get like customer service, marketing, and e-commerce, which are not covered in the traditional ERP. So that is where Odoo has managed to form itself. Like they are mainly focused on the customer point of view, what customer want, and how companies, how the industries can provide those needs to the customer. It covers everything from marketing, customer service, communication channel, and obviously your core applications like sales, purchase, manufacturing, and inventory. So I'll be presenting you today how we can use the Odoo document and sign application. This is the dashboard of the Odoo application, Odoo document application. We'll jump into the live demonstration, so directly we can identify how Odoo is useful. So this is the dashboard of Odoo. I have installed document and sign application. Obviously along with that you get the free applications like Discuss, to chat with your employee internally, contacts, there will be notes and the calendars. So this is all the free application you will get with any paid module that you get. So I'll jump into this document application right away. So let's just first discuss like what is the need of the document application and the sign application. So if I say, like, once you start to explore your business, your organization gets tries to expand, you have the various departments, like it can be your internal employee department, then there can be finance, HR, marketing. So when you try to manage the documents of various departments using a physical copy or a file, then it gets really messy sometime, and it's really time consuming task to do. So you need various people to take care of all these things. And it also once you use the Odoo document application, all the files, all the documents will be integrated into a single application, so you don't have to go and run there to find out the documents. Within a single environment, single tool, you can manage all the documents, and you all can also have an electronic signature field in the document, so you don't need to send any document to your employee or you to vendor or anything to get it signed. You can add electronic signature field. So basically the purpose here is to give a end user a platform, a company a platform to manage all this document into a single environment, single platform. So this is the dashboard of Odoo document application. So Odoo document application is works mainly as a two concept. One is workspace and another one is tag. So if I talk about workspace, it can be your internal department, your various department that you are handling. The tags can be the subfolder of that department, the parent department, you can say. So we'll look into this configuration part little bit later on this webinar. Sorry, so I'll just jump into these documents that I have for reference installed in this module. So you can see, just for the reference, I have installed all sort of modules. There are the videos, there are the image file, then you have the Word, the PDFs, Excel sheet, everything. So just gives you an idea how you can add all kinds of documents, how you can manage all kinds of document in the Odoo folder. So let's just see what options we get once we have any document. Like for example, I select this document, so you can see that straight away on the right side you will have a pop-up window, you will have a window open. So this is basically a properties. You'll get a lots of option with this document that you can perform. So I'll go one by one. So let's just first see what is the option that we have here. So one is the download, where you can straight away download this document into your drive. Then we have the option to share this document, where you can share this particular document to your internal department, your end user or your vendor or any person outside the Odoo or inside your department as well. We'll look into the share function later part on this webinar, how you can use it with how you can share the documents. Then we have the replace button, where you can replace this file with any other document. Then we'll have a lock function, where once you lock it, so not any other person outside your department, outside your contact, can have access to this department. Only you will have the rights to make any changes to this particular document. Then we have the archive function. Simply you can archive and then delete this document. Then once if you want to rename any of this document, you can directly do it from here. You don't need to open that particular document into your drive or anything. Just simply rename it here. Let me see, I'm just renaming this. I'm just removing certain words here. So it will be a sample vendor invoice. If I click here, you can see that Odoo will automatically rename it file, and this is the PDF document. If like somehow if I have images or certain things which I want to change the preview of this file, then this replace function will be really useful. I just have to click on the replace. The Odoo will open a pop-up window where you can select those files from your internal drive. Let's suppose I want to have this as a preview of my image. So Odoo will directly going to replace those images. So it's really helpful. It really saves lots of your time. Then let's move forward. What else option we are getting? So there is the option of contact. Contact can be anything like your internal employees. It can be your end user, your customer. It can be your vendor who this particular document. If I received it from any of my vendor, I can assign a contact. So I can bifurcate, I can filter those accordingly, and I can also move. I can also have certain tags for that. Then the other option we get is as a owner. So owner can be anyone from your internal employee, your department manager who is responsible to handling this document. You can assign it here. Then there is a workspace, where you can define if this particular sample vendor invoice suppose belongs to the finance department. I can directly click on the finance here, and the document will be moved to finance department. Let me just show you. Yes, so this particular document we have just moved to the different workspace. You can also we have the subfolders here. You can say it as a tag. We can also define those particular, like this particular document belongs to financial year 2020, that I have created a tag. So I can also define those particular tags as well. It can be multiple tags. or you can define multiple tags in it. So this was the options that we are getting once we select any document. You will get these properties with every document. It can be anything, it can be a Word file, it can be a video file or anything. So we'll look into these options now. We'll move forward and we will see what else option, how we can share, how we can add URL, how we can request the document as well, within your internal team or outside the Odoo. You can also request the document to get this uploaded into our portal. So we'll see that we have the option of upload. It's pretty straightforward. You can upload any document by just clicking it. If I see I want to upload this Excel file, I'll just click on it and Odoo will going to upload this document. Then obviously you can go ahead and you can define the particular workspace or tags or anything in this document. If I can also use the drag and drop feature, it's really convenient. I can simply drag and drop this particular file. If I see this belongs to marketing department, I can simply drag and drop it and the file will be visible in the marketing department. So I can also allow use the access right, who is going to have the access for this particular workspace. So it's really convenient. You can directly use the drag and drop feature. Right now I'm in the internal workspace. So this particular file we have just moved into the marketing department. Now we have the next option is adding URL. So alongside with this file, you can also add URL, direct URL. It can be anything, a web page, it can be a blog, or it can be a videos as well, or any image URL. Let's suppose, for example, I want to add a video, a YouTube video with my document application for training purpose. So I'll just open a tab. Let's see, Odoo Sales Applications. So here I'm getting these videos, like I want this video to be there in my document application. So I'll simply click on this URL and I will going to paste it here and I will add this URL. So Odoo will automatically going to capture that link and will going to have this video here. I can rename it. Let's see, this is the Odoo Sales app. I can rename it here. So you want to preview it the same way, you don't need to Odoo will not going to open a new page in the for YouTube and you will have to have access into a new window. Odoo is having a very simple feature. You just need to click on this preview file. Once you click on the preview, you will be able to see those video within the Odoo itself. You don't have to open a new tab, then go around the video, then come back again in the Odoo. There is a pop-up option. You can just look at the video. Once you are done, you can just close it and you will be back when you left. So this is really convenient. It saves lots of time and it's very it gives you the very convenient use of access. So this is the add URL. We can also add, as I said, website and the blogs as well by just clicking the add URL option. So now the next option we have is to request a document. So request document option is really helpful within your internal team. Like you have lots of department, lots of workspace, and someone who is managing this department who is having a file which is missing, and you want to request with the fellow employee that this particular file is missing and you need to upload it. So then it is very useful. You don't have to personally go and run or message or anyone. You can simply request a file within the document. I'll show you how it can be done. So let's just see, for example, I'm saying invoice 001. Invoice 001 is missing. So then the option you will get is the owner. Who will be owner of this document? Who needs to upload it? You have the list of your employees. You just need to select the responsible person. So for example, I'm just taking my name so you can get idea how the other person will get notified about this particular document that he needs to upload it. So then you can also add the contact if it belongs to any particular customer or any of your vendor, and there is a due date that it needs to be uploaded within a 1 day. So I'm just and you can also predefine the workspace that it will belong to internal department. So once I request it, let's just select the workspace as a finance. So I think this invoice belongs to the finance workspace. now I am submitting a request. So once the person will submit this request, the responsible, as of now I have selected my name. So in the finance, if I see, I'll have a notification here that the invoice 001 is missing, and someone has requested this document. I can also see who has requested. And so if I have this document, what I'll have to do, I'll just have to click on this document. I can do it from here. I can replace this, or I can simply click on this preview upload file. So a pop-up window appears. So okay, I have this invoice here, right here with me. I'll open this, and you can see that now the request has been completed. The activity that which was scheduled for today is already done. So I can define that this is a bill. This should be under documents and bill. So it will you will have this pop-up. You have a little tag here that identifies that this particular is a bill of any of your client or the vendors. So now we'll move forward to the next option that we have is a share option. So once I click on the share, I can copy this text. Like for example, let's say I want to share this finance workspace. I want to share it, so I'll just click on the share option. Then Odoo will automatically generate a URL. You can copy that and you can send it to your end user or any of your vendor or internal team. So they will once I copy it and I open it in a new tab, so you'll get idea how it will be displayed. So here you can see that all the documents which belongs to the finance department will be visible here, and the other person will have an option to download. I can share the file individually as well, but right now I have selected the whole workspace, so you will have an idea. So I can download it right here, directly clicking on this link. So next option will again go into the share. So there is more feature that we can explore. So here you also get the option like the other person who will allow to download only this particular file, or they can download and they can upload it back here. So you will have any department manager who is accessing this document and he wants to upload certain documents in the finance module for reference that we have taken. They can also have this download and upload option as well. So we have already seen how you'll get the download option. So once if I configure this as a download and upload option, I'll just get this done. So now if I open that link again, you'll see that I have the option to upload it back. So if there is anything missing, or I want to have my input in it, there are certain files I want to upload, I can simply click on the upload, and by selecting the file you can upload it back. So it will be automatically visible in the finance workspace that I have created. So this is really convenient for the user, for the end user as well, to get all this access. And there is also one unique feature that I would like to highlight, that once you click on the share, so once you have the download and option enable, then you will also get this option of upload by email. So if I click on the upload by email, you will be prompted up to add a name, and like this is a finance workspace, so I can just name it as a finance. So you'll have a separate email ID like finance@documents.odoo.com. So you can give this email ID to your end user, your vendors, your internal employee. So whoever sends any document via email to this particular email ID, the Odoo will automatically going to fetch those documents and they will move into the particular finance department. So by this you can have your all workspace can have a different email IDs. So by using that you can bifurcate your email IDs. You can give it to the required user, and they can directly send email using this email ID. You can give it to them and they can upload the documents by just sending an email. So it's really convenient, it's really useful feature once you are active as active in your industry, your organization. Once you are working live, it will be really helpful to manage all these requirements. So now I'll move further, like let's go back into the internal workspace that I have created. So there is one very unique and useful feature which I particularly like very much, and it's really useful for me. Like Odoo also have the feature to search the index content. So if I remember any of the file, like say I remember the particular words which were included in this file, so I can search it by the internal words as well. Like for example, I have a word file name module 1, so I have already opened it here. Just for the reference, I have created this file. You can see there are cells, modules, CRM modules that I have created. So I know the word CRM. If I want to directly search this particular file from the word, I can just write down here CRM, and there is a Odoo called it as a index content. If I search it CRM word with the index content, Odoo will going to find the word which is presented in this file. So this is really helpful, really time saving effort. You do not have to make much effort. You do not have to go through all the files. If you remember certain words or anything, you can find it using this index content method. This is really helpful once you are working with these applications. So alongside with that, you will also have this option to you have the different views. Like I can also have it viewed as a list view, where you will have the certain tags visible in this tag field category, and you also have the Kanban view, which we were working till now. So let's just go again on the any of the document. I'll first of all, let's we already have talked so much about workspace and tag. I would like to go into the little bit of the configuration part, how we can use this workspace and the tag part to manage all your internal departments. So let's just go into the configuration. I have the option here. I have a setting, workspace, tag and shared links which I can view. So I'll directly go into the workspace. So as you can see that I have the 4 workspace created. One is internal, then there is the tags that I have mentioned, and there are the HR and marketing and the finance workspace. So if you want to create your own new workspace on your own new department, you can, by simply clicking on create, you can do it. You can define the tags as well. So let's see, like as of now I have created a new workspace HR, but there is no tags that I have mentioned as of now. So I'll just move into this HR. I'll click on the edit. So here currently HR do not have any tag or any subfolders in this workspace, so I'll create it right away, so you can have an idea how you can define the workspace and the tag option. So under the HR, let's see, let's have a tag called employee. I have this here that I have already tested. So under the employee, you can have the multiple sublinks, which is which comes under the employee category under your HR workspace. So employees, it can be any documents. Then what else you can have? It's your contract and appraisals, everything. I already tested it, so I'll just quickly going to add it. Then appraisal. So I have selected 3 tags under this employee category. I save and close it. I will add another. Let's say for expense, I'm creating a new category called tag category called expense. Then expense, you can cover like events. Sorry, I just need to edit in the tag. We can create tags like events. Then we have meetings. Then we have the outdoor activities, or you can say, let's say take example of outings. I'll also create another workspace like recruitment. Under the recruitment, we can have the resumes, and we can also have the job openings. So by just creating a new workspace, I have defined and mentioned the various tag within the no time. So I can just save and close it. So you can see that it is present. I have created various tags categories, and there are the subtags as well. Once if I click on the save, I go back into my document application. So here now under HR, whatever the tags, the categories and the tags I have defined, it will be visible here. So if there is any document which belongs to HR, you can move it right away right here. So this is just to show you the idea how you can create a workspace, how you can manage the workspace. Let's add some info into this HR workspace that we have just created. So that's the let's say I have a resume of employee 1. I'm just uploading it. I can define the tag So this is we have a tag created recruitment. So under the recruitment resume, it will be visible. So once if I want to bifurcate this document, once I click on these filters like resumes under the recruitment, so this will be mentioned here. So it will you see, if I do not select, I select any other module outing, it will not be visible there. So I can easily bifurcate, I can filter that. So you will have this tag here as well, so you can identify this particular document is a resume and it belongs to the HR and the recruitment department. So this is really helpful. And also if you just select this option here, and I have this option of a chatter here. So whoever is familiar with the Odoo, has previously used Odoo, you will see this chatter section in all the modules in all the application. So by this you will have the idea how when this document was created, then you will have the option to send email, send message to your anyone directly as the corresponding of this particular document. Then you can also log a note like I want someone to review this document. I can directly define my internal employee, like I have created one of the employee as a Mr. Umang. I want him to just review this document, and I can log a note. So the person with the name Mr. Umang that I have created as a reference employee for my company will get the notification that he needs to have a review of this document, and if he has anything input needs to be done, he can also have the option to log a note. So you can have a communication channel going on with this chatter section. You can also schedule the activities here, like we need to have a meeting for this particular document or need to validate this document. You can also create a activity, so on the particular day, particular time, you can have as a notification, so you will get the idea what activity you need to perform. And I can also add the attachment. I can also have the followers, like who will be responsible for this particular document. So the chatter section is really helpful. It shows the where the document has been moved, what are the activities has been done for this particular document. So this is all the things that I believe we had for the document application, how you can define the workspace, what are the properties, how you can upload, you can request the document. So I'll quickly now move to the signature sign application that we have. So let's just move back to the database. I have this sign application. So sign and the documents application are pretty much the same, where you will have the option to send a request to have a document signed. Then you can directly sign the document that you have uploaded by just clicking on the sign now option, and you can upload a PDF template, and you can also start signing the document. So I also have the stages where once the document is signed or it is been initiated, then you have the various stages. You can also create by yourself that it is sent, it is fully signed, or someone cancel this document. So let's just see a quick demo how the sign template works. So I'm going to send a request with a document. Let's say I have a employee contract. This is just for the reference. I'm taking a employee contract. So once in the sign application you open any PDF file, there will be electronic field, various electronic fields that you will get, where you can put at the certain certain categories. Like there is a file that I have opened as employee contract. You see that there are name, with the other person need to enter the name, the date, address. So for everything, the Odoo sign application, you will be having these modules like sign, a signature. We can add initial, name, email, phone. These are the electronic field that we can insert, and we can get other person to have input in this particular field. So we'll see a live demonstration like how you can add this field and how other person will going to have those visible into this particular employee contract file. So that is the employee name. I'll just have to simply drag it, the name field here. I can enlarge this as well. Okay, now I want the person to input the date, so we have the date field here. Then for the address we have multi-line text. You can have multi-line text. Then if I go back, go down in the documents, So this is the company signature, which is for the demo, which is already is there. You can also edit from your side. Then there is the employee signature. Of course, we can use the signature and again the date. So if you just see here, if I just click on the signature, I can have options like this needs to be filled by the customer, this needs to be filled by employee or the company. So for example, this particular demo user which is already filled by the company, so I can add the same field signature here, but I can define the access right that this needs to be filled by the company. So once the company signs this document, then only the employee will able to have its own signature. So I have pretty much done with adding the fields, the electronic fields that I have added, that Odoo have provided. So I'll just send it now. Once I click on the send option, I can send it to any of my customer, any like I can send this copy to myself as well. I can select the customer. Let's see, I have my email as I am just sending it to my own right now, so you can get the idea how the end user will going to have its preview, how he will going to sign this document. So I have selected my name. You can add the email IDs here of your internal employee, of any of your client or any of your vendors, anything. So I just click on the send. So once it is sent, let's just get it load first. So I'll go back again on the sign application. So in the signature, you can see that I have sent a file, but it was responsible person was me only, as I have selected for demo that I need to sign this document, and this activity is automatically created for today, that there is a request to sign a document. Now once I open this document, I will have the option here to sign this document. So I'll go ahead and sign the document. I'll have to just click on the start. So the field that we have added, though, as my employee details is already there, they already have Odoo have already taken my name. Now I just need to enter the name, the date and everything. Let's see, for reference today is 21, I guess. Then we can just add the date. I can add the address as well. Then if we move forward, we just click on the next field is here. So again we put the date. So now if I click on the signature option, so I'll get the various way to input the signature. Like I can say it is keep it is at a auto. So with my name, Odoo will going to fetch my name and have this written here. I can adopt the signature. Then I have the option to draw the signature. If I want to do it myself, I want to draw it using mouse, then I can do it. And there is the option of load. So if I have my my image file of my signature or my document, then I can directly upload it and get the signature in this particular document. As of now, I'll just keep it as auto, and I'll going to have this document. Now I can simply validate and send the complete document. So the person who have sent will get this notification that the person the end user have already signed this document, and now you can return to the template. So by this you can directly, now you can see that if I go back again into the signature, that particular document is moved into a fully signed template. So this way you can, you don't have to send a physical copy of the documents. You can directly enable these electronic fields in the document, any PDF file, and you can get it signed by your internal employees, or it can be anyone, end user or your vendors. So this is really helpful. It saves lots of time. It also saves the paper. Then it is really time saving process. You don't have to wait for the documents to be arrive, and you can use this sign application and the document application to get all things to be done without a paper. Basically the motto is here to go paperless. So as like we go back into the documents again, so as I already said, the Odoo is very integrated application. So all the application has been integrated with each other. So once you have the sign application, so inside the document application as well, you have this option to create a signature template or a request signature within the document itself. So you don't have to open the sign application individually. You don't need to upload this particular file. You can do it by just having a document application. You will have all this option once you have the sign module installed. So I can perform it right away. I just need to click on the perform. I can again add the fields, whatever as per the requirement, and I can get it signed and I can send it within the document application itself. So this is the power of integration. I have only installed the couple of applications as of now, sign and documents. If you have accounting installed as well, then the document and the sign is also integrated with the accounting. So you can manage all your verticals by using these Odoo applications. So I believe this was it for me for the document and the sign application. So you will go back again in the our presentation. I'll just click on the present again. So we have already concluded the demonstration. So I'll talk about the implementation part right now, how you can implement Odoo, so what options you will get. So we particularly have two methods. One is the direct implementation and other is the indirect implementation. So if you go with the direct implementation approach, the Odoo India office will going to handle the implementation. You will be directly dealing with the Odoo itself. So we have the success pack, implementation pack, where you can use it, and we have the prepaid hours that will dedicated consultant will be assigned to you for your implementation, who will train you, who will coach you for each of the modules that you have taken. And if you go with the partners, then you will be the implementation will be handled by the Odoo partners. So mainly for direct approach, we target the small to medium entities which are there in the industry, but the approach can be also for the larger companies as well. But we need to first of all identify the requirement, what are the complexity in the project. So based on that, we will suggest you either you should go for the direct approach or you should go with the partners. So if you are approaching with the Odoo itself, then the implementation will be quite fast, and because we prefer clients to adopt the system as standard as it is, because Odoo have already provided various tools, various configuration that which will be suitable for all kind of industries. But if there are any customization needs to be done, we also have the studio application as well. By using that, you can also customize any previous applications. But if you are going with the partner, then the partner will take care of all the customization or implementation part. So hosting, we provide the option of a cloud where we have our own cloud, and we also have the dedicated cloud platform called Odoo SH. And if you are going with the partner, you can use the cloud platform as well. And if there are particular requirement, particular thing that you need to host the Odoo into your own server, then you can contact the Odoo partner, or you can directly reach out to us as well. We will guide you the best possible solution that we can offer. So the benefit of going direct is, as I said, the implementation will be fast, the cost will be quite less, because we are proposing the client to use the standard software as much as possible. So it really cheap. We don't need to have much more development, and the customization needs to be done, and it is very simplified process. As you are using the standard software, the complexity will not be there. We will have the best interface, best user interface, and you can use it as a simplified process, and it's a standard software. But if you go with the partner, then there will be customization, there will be various development you need to adapt, and if there are requirement that you have those particular thing which is not available in the standard, you can want to develop it, you can go for either direct or indirect approach. So this was it for the today's webinar. Now if you have any question and answer, you can always write down in the comment section in the video, or you can reach out to me at rab@odoo.com. I have also mentioned my contact number, and you can also visit directly odoo.com. You can book a demo if you want to see the flow or the working methodology of any other application. You can directly go into odoo.com and you can request a demonstration. So the concerned person will going to reach you and will present you and will solve all your queries. So you can write down right now, you can write down on the comment section if there is any question that needs to be answered, needs to be entertained. I'll keep an eye on that. Let's see if we are getting any questions. All right, I believe if there are any certain questions or any personalized demonstration if you want to see as per your company's flow, I already said that you can write down the email to me. It's rab@odoo.com, and you can also visit the website directly. So as of now, I'm not seeing any questions. I'll just end this demonstration. So thank you so much for your time, and really sorry for the inconvenience that we had at the start of the demo due to network issue. I'll hope to see you soon, and that's all as of now. Yeah, thank you. Bye.